That sucks. Fuck you, game. That would have been a huge time save otherwise. That's funny. This Crash 2 being Crash 2, I suppose. That's what they tell me. What's up, Retro Swan? How's it going? Good to see you. Hope you've been well. I wasn't able to catch your Crash 3 stream last night, but I hope it went well. Didn't finish any runs, damn. Are you planning on doing the race on Saturday or not? When is that? Is that tomorrow? I don't even know what day it is. Nice, that'll be fun. Yeah, I did like an offline run or two, sort of in prep. Maybe I'll do a D-Rest run on stream, that might be a good idea. Because the runs I did were like, just kind of casual with no timer or anything. I should do an any percent run of this as well. It's kind of funny. I've done Hundo, but never done no-go. At least I haven't recorded any. I did do another offline any percent run of this game, but I didn't record it or anything like that. You never beaten Crash 1 or 2? Dang. Crash 1's hard, definitely, casually or speedrun. Crash 2's probably easier. A sub-hour? You could definitely get a sub-hour if you prac. Crash Day's fun. I really like no item glitch. It's fairly like simple. The problem is like I was talking to some people about this last night, but like with no IG in particular, it's pretty easy to get sort of walled and like not know where to save time in. Like my PB right now is like decently good. It has like no major mistakes or anything, but it's still like, you know, a couple minutes off the record, so it's like, where do I save time? It's basically just like better movement and stuff. Kind of all the Crash games are like that, where they're like very movement focused. It's kind of something you just get better at over time. Yeah, I mean, Crash in general is very, like, cycle dependent too, so you gotta, like, understand how cycles work and stuff. Because you can lose a lot of time just from, like, waiting on cycles and stuff. I think Crash 2 is probably the least cycle heavy of the trilogy. That's what it feels like, at least. Crash 1 is the most cycle heavy, and then Crash 3, some. Crash 2 has, like, none. Retro, what's your PB in Crash 3? Is it like a 104 or something? $108. Yeah, for like not knowing the movement tech, I would say that's pretty darn good. I would recommend learning NSJ if you get the chance. I could try to explain it, maybe. You do a similar thing in this game with the slide spins. It's basically you go neutral on the D-pad whenever you do the jump in Crash 3 or the spin here. And, like, it just keeps your momentum, basically. So you kind of want to be doing that all the time, whenever you can. The reading, yeah. Yeah, there's like routing stuff, because like in Crash 3 you want to get triple mask form as much as possible, so the routing is just based around trying to get as many masks as you can, basically. Yeah, D-pad's better because you can zigzag, basically. I don't think there's... I don't know, for this game I kind of go in between D-pad and analog. Just kind of on the fly, depending on what I feel, but like... It technically doesn't matter, like it's not like one is like... faster, unless you do dumb calibrated analog stuff in Crash 2. It's not a thing in Crash 3, but... Yeah, pretty much like, technically the same speed, but... if you're doing like zigzagging and stuff, that's easier on D-pad, so most people do D-pad. People in Crash 2 at like top level are starting to use analog now because you can calibrate your analog stick within the game to make it basically like just go faster, because it goes beyond the normal like bounds of like what the D-pad can go, so your speed is like faster or something. So it's one of those things where it like sacrifices control at the expense of like going faster. That's what like people at top level are doing for this game recently. I'm still on D-pad though. I kind of do analog when I want to like walk or something, if for some reason I want to walk in the game, like in Ripperoo or whatever. If I feel like going slow. Yeah, I try to not get in my head too much about doing high-level stuff early on, because it just ends up, like, overwhelming me. I've been doing a lot of like casual playthroughs of this game recently, which I think kind of helps me break out of that perfectionist mindset. Because then it's like, okay, I can just play the game sort of casually and start a timer and it's a speed run. I have way too many masks. Yeah, I like the sewer levels in Crash 2. They're pretty neat. There are 3 of them. Crash 2 is a lot of people's favorite. A lot of people have fond memories of this one, myself included. I feel like this is the one I played the most as a kid. Like Crash 2 and Crash 3 for sure. Crash 1 I didn't really play much of. I did play it as a kid, but not like a super huge amount, which is kind of ironic because it's the one I speedrun the most now as an adult, but... Warped is fun. The completion category, 105%, is really long because of all the relics and stuff. It's like over 2 hours. So like, for me that's like kind of a slog, I guess. Crash 1's the shortest completion category, and this one's like in between, sort of. A lot of people, like a lot of speedrunners of Crash 2, get really frustrated with the game because it's really bad with like dropped inputs and stuff. All of the PS1 Crash games kind of are, but Crash 2 seems to be kind of special. There's a lot of like weird shit that can go on. You can embed, you can like you can get stuck in between like scenery and stuff. You have to like exit the level. So there's like a lot of like weird shit that can go on in this game, but I feel like that tends to be more of a problem if you're like going really fast. Like I feel like when I just play this game casually, it's not that bad. But when you start doing like stuff that's not intended, it's when the weird stuff starts happening. Which kind of makes sense, because it wasn't developed for that. Tony Hawk 1, yeah. I guess like any like early 3D game, like they're still trying to figure out how to make the games at that point. So it makes sense that there's oversights and whatnot. I actually got that strat. I've been getting that when I've been practicing. Actually bouncing on the boxes there. Had a good red gem path too. That one used to give me problems. Yeah, this is like, I put a decent amount of work into Crash 3 105 recently. So like this category of the original trilogy, or like of the completion categories in the original trilogy, this is like my weakest one currently, so I'm trying to get better at it. Trying to have fun with it too. I think I'm mostly trying to have fun. A lot of my time save is just coming from the playing on a better version of the game. They used to run on NTSC, which is slower. Like Crash just moves slower. So that's why I'm like golding every level pretty much. I need to get hit, I think. Okay. In Crash 2, you don't want to get third mask form, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, Pala's a lot faster. My understanding is like, since the frame rate is slower, they tried to like compensate Crash's movement speed so he wouldn't go too slow, and they overcompensated so he goes too fast. So like pretty much everything is faster. NTSC is also like things like the body slam. Like Crash's body slam in NTSC like sucks really bad. It has like no radius basically, and they kind of fixed that in this version. Oh no. Check it out. It's a cool party trick. But yeah, Pal's faster. Yeah, we call that one the Swag Master 420, the actual name. You could have guessed the name. I think so too. Komodo Bros, I don't really know how to properly do them yet. There's a way you can manipulate them to be fast, but I don't really know. You just gotta stand in like specific positions. In Crash 2 and 3, the fastest way to move is like sliding. Like that's like your biggest like speed. But you can't just like, or you can spam slides, but there's like the cooldown. So that's why we do like the neutral movement. Because it carries the momentum of the slide. Like if you do a normal slide spin, you slow down like that. If you go neutral, then keep the momentum. It's the same in Crash 3 with jumps. I'm glad I didn't die. Yeah, there was like the McDonald's toys that I think they did to promote the Game Boy games with Spyro. I had a couple of those. I currently have a, like a figurine of Crash on, rollerblades? He's like rollerblading. I can send a picture of it to you. It's pretty cool. I've had that one for a long time. I don't know what it came from or like what it's from, but it's really cool. Did you have any? I'm gonna die in the bonus just to be safe. Okay. I think the one I have was probably from like Crash 2 era, probably. 2 or 3. Maybe a little later, I don't know. I was born the year that this game came out, 97. So like I wouldn't really have been around. But I don't know. What's up, Papa Snack? How you doing, man? Saw you were streaming for 9 hours. I hope you're doing alright. After that long grind. Hope your stream was good, man. Yesterday as well? Damn. It's good to hear it wasn't too stressful. Yeah, I've been playing this game offline, so just decided to do runs today. Kind of been doing runs, like casual runs offline. Might as well start a timer, you know? Fuck. I've been really enjoying it though, because I'm not trying to like push myself too hard with it. I think it's been nice. Just kind of playing the game for fun. Flag. My Crash 1 zigzagging comes in clutch so hard there. Bye Retro Swan, thanks for stopping by. It's good to see you. Have fun at your work meeting. A lot of movement possibility, yeah. I feel like any 3D platformer is kind of like that. Like 2D platformers, you have one less dimension, it's less possibilities. You add another dimension, you could do like so much more. The funny thing is, I didn't do it until you said that you did it, and then I was like, okay, I guess I can do that. I don't even know if I really thought about it. I think that's one of the things you can do in NTSC. You can't make the jump without it, but if you go on the box, you can. But you do have to body slam to get on top of the box in NTSC. But, Yeah, when I started learning on PAL, I was doing it without the box. And I was like decently consistent at it, but I'd rather just be safe, yeah. Like, it doesn't really lose that much time, so it doesn't really bother me at all. Do you not have to zigzag at all? I did zigzag there. The thing is, my Crash one zigzag is good enough, but it's not necessarily consistent enough to where I'm not gonna like zigzag off the edge. I think that was a problem I was having, is I was getting the distance, but I fell off, you know, going too far into the foreground or background. It's bad, okay. I didn't know you didn't have to. I didn't know you could make it without zigzag. Good to know. Ground jump is safer. Yeah. The problem is the wooden box that's kind of in the way. Like, I can make it to the platform that you're aiming for, but the wooden box gets in the way sometimes. No, I guess I should have just taken damage there. Every time I try to go for the skips, I end up taking damage, so I'm just trying to save masks, but yeah. Too many masks. That's the second one this run. I had one in Air Crash 1 as well, which wasn't that bad because I basically immediately got on the board. The backwards chase levels, I know we've talked about this before, but these were like the levels that were kind of like I was gatekeeping myself from doing runs. But I've just allowed myself to just let's play them, and yeah, it's going a lot better, I guess. Rather let's play them and not die than get frustrated trying to go fast. Whatever allows me to actually do runs is a win in my book. And I still end up like saving time, so it's fine. It's good. One thing I've been doing in my practice is like forgetting that this secret area exists. I've just been like continuing the level as normal. Just forgetting to even go here, so I'm glad I remembered. Yeah, counting your slide spins is probably... It's like the way to learn it, but I just get so bored doing that and frustrated, so I just kind of trust that I'm gonna learn it over time. Nice, damageless. Not damageless, only one damage. Only the intended damage. For whatever reason, I like using analog for the backwards sections too. It just feels more comfortable, I don't know why. I think I like it because it allows me to walk if I want to. If I want to like go slower. Although I am using D-pad right now. I haven't really had many deaths this run at all. I think I had one in Warp 1, but I've just been playing things safe, which allows me to not die. Bro, I golded like everything in Warp 2. Almost everything. It's just the PAL buff. Actually, it's not. I did have an offline run that got to Warp 4 once. So it's not all PAL buff. Some of it is actually me just being good at the game. Better at the game than I used to be. What's up, not Vanny? Thanks, pal. Sucks, dude. I hate that. What did bro even splat on, man? Game is really good, I swear. I think that happened to me yesterday as well. Cut the corner a little too sharply. Okay. I like doing these levels slow and charging as little as possible. I like to see what the minimum number of charges is that are necessary. Even in totally bare, I think you only need to do like one, maybe two. But a surprising number of those gaps are clearable without a charge. In PAL, at least. I think Bear Down might be the prettiest looking level in the game. Really like the color palette. I did a run yesterday, like a practice run. I died in this bonus like 3 or 4 times. It was really embarrassing. Apparently, when you body slam the body slam crate, you can just go right through it. By the way, it's a fun thing that I learned. I think it was because I was too high up. He had like more speed or something coming down. I don't know. Either that or I was like... It's weird because there's invisible walls that prevent you from going into the background, but it kind of felt like he fell like into the background. But yeah, Crash 2 moment, I suppose. I think bonuses are the biggest, like, culture shock for me coming from Crash 1. Like, when I started learning Crash 3, I was like, what is all this extra stuff that I have to do? And you have to learn it for, like, each level. It's just more level, it doesn't need to be there, but yeah. Over the time, it becomes easier, but they kind of suck to practice because you have to watch the animation every single time. I like plant food bonus, I think that might be my favorite. Especially since you're kind of on a timer. How do I deal with this? Okay. Oh, that was kind of lucky, kind of unlucky. Dude. Alright, that works. Ruination bonus. I like Ruination Ruination bonus is fine if you go slow and if you, Actually, I don't know. I think you can still get dropped inputs, so never mind. Everything is nullified by the fact that you can get a dropped input at any time for any reason. Yeah, that one seems inconsistent. I always go for it, because usually I don't die even if I miss it, and if I do, then oh well. I get timer reset. It's probably like not worth going for if it's inconsistent, because like, probably doesn't save that much, realistically. Yeah, 0.5. Oh, almost. I need to not chase cycles right now. I don't need to. the aforementioned ruination bonus. When I played yesterday, I got all of the Wumpa fruit in this bonus. It's 160, in case you didn't know. Which, you have to do 3D jumps around these to make sure the TNTs don't explode the Wumpar. Okay, is sliding onto that platform risky? I always do it, but I feel like it's killed me before. Just want to make sure. I see people jump the gap, which is probably the right thing to do. Is the glitch high risky? When I talked about dropped inputs earlier, I was talking about that part in particular, so I think I see what you're getting at. Just gaming, I guess. Run can still sub 130. Probably have insane warp 5 golds. Since I haven't gone that far on PAL in a run yet. Gotta exercise patience. I'm waiting on this. Every time I try to do the thing where the robot phases through you, it just doesn't work, and then I lose triples and I get really sad. Glitch low instead of a glitch high, yeah. I don't really know what you would do otherwise, just jump on the boxes. I think that's what you were saying earlier. Yeah, I'm just trying to be patient mostly. Saving minutes, even without trying to go fast. I have 2 masks, and I must death abuse. Oh my god. That was the worst thing I've ever done. That got me a little spooked. Found out that you can go behind that, the part where you teleport. Not only can you go behind it, but you can die by falling into the lava from the behind. It's actually surprising how small the warp area is there. It's actually not that large. That's interesting. Do you ever do the backtracking strat for hanging out? Where you don't death abuse? Yeah, I guess it's faster since you skip the hangrails. Digging it. Interesting. Hey, buddy. One time, it was like one of my first ever streams, I think. Streaming Crash 1. I don't even know if I was using microphone or anything. Someone just came into my chat and all they said, first time chatter, they were just like, they said, patience is the virtue of the strong. That's all they said. That's it. It was very interesting. Might have been my first ever chatter, honestly. It was an interesting moment for me, but it's kind of true, I guess. I think it's good to be able to be patient at times. Got me thinking a little, I guess. Which is probably the point. They were never heard from again. It was awkward, but it's all good. I don't think it was Andy. You ever wonder if Andy Gavin watches Crash speedruns? Maybe he's a lurker. Oh, nice snipe, dude. Holy shit. Well, he specifically wouldn't. Yeah, I guess if he's dedicated enough of his time to these games, maybe he'd get sick of them, but who knows. What were you thinking? Oh. I don't know if he knows about that. You have a point, maybe it's best if, might not be the most healthy environment for him to be in. Fuck. Do you actually even have to do TNT spins here? I feel like you don't. Except for maybe like one. I feel like this one you should do. Oh, you don't at all? Okay. That's very good to know. Because I feel like normally I don't have masks here. Yeah, Vanny, like with the or not NST, but Crash 4 stuff, like the developers reacting to Rico, that's pretty cool. Okay, that was kind of risky for me to just go for. Oh my god. Does that always happen if there's like two boxes and you land on the corner? Do you always stand on them? I feel like sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. I know there's strats that involve that, like in the unbearable secret area. Can't believe I died, what? That wasn't even two boxes next to each other though, they're spaced apart. I'll just hit the box to be safe. Okay. I'm imagining if there's strats, at least in specific areas, then it makes sense. Just wasn't sure if it was like, if it always happens with boxes like that. I'm gonna get the mask to be safe. I feel like if I have 152 there, then I should skip the first stack and just get all the boxes on the other one. Alright. I've been practicing without the backtrack, because I don't like backtracking. I mostly actually just don't like bees coming at me full force, but whatever. What's wrong with the split names? Oh. Momentum? Let's see what we get here. I feel like I think that part is my favorite part of the entire run, because just some absolutely ridiculous things I've seen happen with those nitros. Hatch. Did I die? Where did I lose time? Where did I lose time to not golding by like 10 seconds? Sucks. 3, 5, 6, 9, 5. Okay, 6. Oh! I actually didn't think I'd get that. Two, 3. Counting with engine. 3, 3, 4. Okay. Unfair. 1, 2, and a 3. I was lucky to get 3 there. That first hit did not hit like I thought it would.
Master Cortex will be very displeased
With your resistance.
Prepare to suffer his wrath.
Oh, apparently I have 4 minutes to save here. I was not actually aware of that. That's very funny. I had no idea. Probably more than that, because NTSC. Just gonna take a casual stroll and piston it away. Insistence, maybe. I mean, I feel like resistance kind of makes more sense, but it does sound like insistence a little bit. I was thinking about going on the death route to just keep it even if I die, but just don't die, Lamau. Is there a reason people save the bonus for later instead of just doing it immediately? Does it matter? Feels like it doesn't matter. Check it out, I'm a speedrunner. I can do super slides into glitch highs. Finally made it. Can you walk off? Okay, and just spin it. Don't mind me almost dying there. It was intentional. Holy shit. Nice. Yeah, actually it was optimal to get back down to the ground faster. Just one of those Joey divine intervention moments. Like in Fumbling in the Dark. I will make sure to avoid that next time. I try to keep my speedruns as entertaining as possible. Like, if it was just clean all the way through, that's kind of boring, right? You need some, gotta keep you on your edge. On the edge. Okay, I'm waiting. I should do a no-go run. I might actually do that afterwards, because I've never done one, or I don't have one on the boards. Could do it for both the seasonal leaderboards as well as the regular leaderboards. Yeah, I hate this. And then I could... and then I'll do a no IG run just for fun. In prep for the Saturday race. Ricky race. As well as the seasonal leaderboards. I'm actually down to do that depending on how my hands are feeling. That last part was giving me trouble last night. Mostly dealing with the top boxes. I don't know. That might be one of those areas that's actually easier if you kind of do it fast. Just kind of do it the same way every time. Nice. Why am I golding everything? Can I get the sub 129? Do you guys use the shoulder buttons for the jetpack, or do you use X and circle? I feel like I kind of go back and forth. I don't do packless. Not a thing that I do. I've never actually even been able to get it in practice. I haven't... I won't say that I've made like a super big effort. Also, I feel very unconfident with the boxes. Yeah, it's not really something I feel the need to learn at the moment. Okay, 15 is right. Yeah, I feel like most of the time I default to the shoulder buttons. Shoulder feels easier since you're like spinning boxes and stuff. But I don't know, some people slide with circle, so they're kind of used to that kind of motion with their hands. Boo, no backtrack strat. Boo. It is because I do not like backtracking. In case you were wondering. Yeah, I don't understand how people like Stewart. Like, I feel like, I don't know how you do it at all, but like, especially at like top level. I don't know, I guess you just get used to it. That makes sense, actually. It makes sense that I die and the nitro doesn't explode. I really like that fact. I think that's a really cool thing in the game. There we go. I like how Crash just like randomly turns into an angel when nothing happens and dies. What do you do? Here, here, do that. I do think I got both of them, but I am paranoid. Okay. There's no boxes here, right? You just gotta like angle your thumb horizontally, I guess, to do that. I feel like with glitch high, you could like roll your thumb, like do circle with like your knuckle, and then do X and square kind of at the same time. Or X and then square. I've never slid with circle though. Oh damn, this is barely sub 130 pace, I just noticed. This shit gold though, right? Can always gold in Cortex. Oh, fuck you, man. Okay, at least I respawn like right there. $17, $18. I gotta learn box counts. I know like the final box count, and I know some of the ones in the middle, but I don't like being uncertain about whether I've gotten boxes or not. 3 more. 2. There it is. We made it, boys. Yeah. I feel I kind of trust myself that I know where the boxes are at this point. I just don't know the numbers. Death cost me 7. No, a lot more than that. Like 15, 16. Okie doke. Do I have everything? I have everything. I love 10-minute PBs, those are cool. Where do you spin? There you go. Yeah, man.
Haven't seen the last of me, Crash Bandicoot!
Crash, what do you suppose
Feels pretty
happened to
good.
Cortex? And what about the Cortex?
Like I said, I've been doing
Cortex?
offline runs, but I haven't really timed them or anything. But they haven't been like super great or anything, so it's probably the best run I've done. First, yeah, it's my first like completed PAL run with like splits basically. Feels pretty good. So Warp 1 had a death, I think, in Hang 8. Yeah, Warp 1 had a death right at the end of Hang 8. I died to the plant. Actually lost time there. I think Warp 2 was good. Snowbiz was good. I got a good red gem path. Sometimes that trips me up, but I made it through it. I think Warp 3 was good. Thank you for the GGs, everybody. Yeah, Andy didn't really, he actually kind of treated me not too bad. Did I die in Ruination? I might have died, maybe. Maybe not. I think I had maybe 1 or 2 unintentional deaths. It wasn't that bad. Oh, Cold Hard was kind of bad, yeah. There's like 40 seconds plus. Engine was kind of slow. Decently clean Warp 5. Just had that death in Night Fight, I think. And Rocket. What do you mean by this approach? Hundo.
You have acquired all of the gems! Incredible! Crystals are not the only means of harnessing planetary energy, right? The gems have that ability as well, and with them, I can destroy the Cortex vortex forever! Let me warp you to my completed laser installation.
Oh yeah. That's kind of like... That's like a lesson I learned early on in Crash 1, and then I forgot it, and I started going for risky stuff because I got better, and it became sort of more necessary. So I guess I'm just kind of there with C2. But even in Crash 1, like I could probably benefit from going slower. I mean, I think I did do that. I think like when I practice, sometimes I do that. I think it can be good in practice to be greedy because then you get better. You kind of push yourself, but like, yeah, at some point it just becomes frustrating. Do I even have no-go splits?
We are ready, Crash. Would you like to do the honors?
I do. I don't know what this route is. I just copied the thing that was in the Discord. Is there a goal time? Not really. I guess sub 130 is the next goal. Goal is always to have fun and not lose sight of that.